Hi everyone, welcome to the Rugby League History channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round 5 of the 2023 Betfred Super League season. Last week I got 3 out of 6 correct. Let's see how many I get right this week. The first match is on Thursday and it's between Castleford and Leeds. This one is an 8 o'clock at night kickoff from Weldon Road and it's live on Sky Sports. In the last 5 fixtures between Castleford and Leeds, Castleford have won 3. However, Leeds have won the last 2. With Leeds, they're welcoming back Cruz Lehman and Sangare, but Ash Hanley is out for them. Meanwhile, for Castleford, they're welcoming back Paul McShane. And I did read that I think Jake Mamo is either leaving the club soon from Castleford or he's leaving at the end of this year. I read that this afternoon. Castleford are currently 0-4 to start the year. They're one of only 2 clubs to remain winless in 2023, and Leeds have won their last 2 games on the bounce. For this match, I'm going to go for Leeds to win 1-12. I think Castleford will put in a better effort this week, but I think Leeds will have just a bit too much for Cas on the Thursday. The first of the 3 matches on Friday sees Huddersfield against Wigan. This one's kicking off at 7:45 at night, live from the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield have only recorded 3 wins over Wigan since 2014, and also for them, Greenwood and Theo Farge are in doubt for this match. Wigan will be looking to bounce back after that disappointing loss to Catalan last week at the DW Stadium, a match that I watched. I thought Wigan were not at their best and they made a lot of crucial errors at crucial times. They looked a bit flat in my personal opinion, but they'll be definitely looking to bounce back against Huddersfield this Friday. This is also the first meeting between these 2 clubs since the 2022 Challenge Cup final, which Wigan stole at the death there to win their 20th Challenge Cup. For this match, I'm going to go for the home side, I'll go for Huddersfield to win by probably 6 points. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way and Wigan win. It's one of those games, it's early in the season and it's a flip of a coin. Both sides have been a bit hit and miss this year, but I'll go Huddersfield to win by 6 points. The second match on the Friday is between Warrington and Lee. This one's kicking off at 8 o'clock and it's from the Halliwell Jones Stadium. Warrington's last loss to Lee was in 2017, and before that you have to go all the way back to 1988, the last time that Lee have beat Warrington in a game. Warrington have won all 4 matches to start the 2023 Super League season, and with Lee, I think that their return to the Super League so far has been quite good. Even in the matches that they've lost, they've looked competitive and they haven't lost by a lot, so it's positive signs for Lee early on in the year. With Lee as well, they pulled off that big upset against St Helens last week. I think they were down 12-0 in that match, but they come back to win it there at the Lee Sports Village. For this match, I'm going to go for Warrington to win 1-12. I think Warrington can start the year 5 wins in a row and kick off a dream start in 2023. And the main match on the Friday, and this one is the Sky game. It's between St Helens and Hull FC. This one's kicking off at 8 o'clock at night from the totally wicked stadium, aka Langtree Park. Saints have lost 2 games in a row, which is something that I haven't seen for a while. As for Hull FC, they were absolutely dreadful last week against Salford, conceding that many points. Some of the defence were laughable, some of it were really hard to watch, even as a neutral. So they'll be looking to bounce back after that performance in this match on the Friday. The last time that Hull FC beat St Helens in a match was 2017, and St Helens have won their last 14 fixtures against Hull FC. Both sides will also be playing in this match for the Steve Prescott Cup. For this match, I will go for St Helens to win 1-12. I think the main problem with St Helens at the moment is they have to fix their discipline and they have to fix their mentality as well, because against Leeds and Lee, they should have won both games. They were in a good position to win those games, and through just not thinking straight by doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, possibly getting a bit too carried away in some tackles, they've really let themselves down over the last 2 weeks. So I will go for St Helens to win this match 1-12. However, if Saints are to lose 3 in a row, there'll be some serious questions asked at Paul Wellens and some fingers pointed in his direction if they are to go 3 losses in a row. And then we go on in the only match on the Saturday. This one's between Catalan Dragons and Hull Kingston Rovers. It's a 6 o'clock at night kick-off in France and it's being played at the Stade Gilbert Brutus in Perpignan. Catalan Dragons have started the year in great form. They've won all 4 matches and they've won their last 7 encounters against Hull Kingston Rovers in all competitions. From what I've read as well, Hull Kingston Rovers will be without Sean Kenny-Dowell, Cian Linnett, and Matt Parcell is under an injury cloud as well, so he might not play in this match. I watched the Catalan Dragons against Wigan match, which I mentioned earlier. I thought Catalan Dragons were very good in that game, especially with the conditions. It was snowing, it was freezing cold, it was windy, but their defence for pretty much most of the game were rock solid, and I was really impressed with Catalans last week. For this match, I'm going to go Catalan Dragons to win 13 plus at home. The Stade Gilbert Brutus is a tough place to go at the best of times, but with Catalan playing the way they are, I'm going to have to go for them to win 13 plus. And the final game to close out the round is between Salford and Wakefield Trinity. This one's kicking off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's being played at the AJ Bell Stadium, or as it says on the screen here, Salford Stadium. With Wakey, I know it's early in the year, but things are not looking good for them at the moment. Lost all 4 games to start the year, and in the last 3, they've been held scoreless. And Salford last week got back to winning ways emphatically, putting on a score against Hull FC away from home. They looked very impressive, but in seeing that, some of the defence from Hull FC were laughable. Coincidentally, the last time that these two sides played against each other, this one actually kick-started Salford's season and sent them on that crazy run all the way to the semi-final. They beat Wakefield Trinity 74 points to 10. They ran an absolute riot that day. My prediction for this match is, realistically, I see Salford winning by about 20 to 30 points. I think this week Wakefield Trinity will finally get on the scoreboard. They might even score 2 or 3 tries, you just never know. It's early in the year, it's a funny start of the competition, this one. But yeah, I'll go for Salford to win by 20 to 30 points there on the Sunday. So that has been my tips for round 5 of the 2023 Betfred Super League season. Hope you enjoyed these tips. If you did, let me know in the comment section below and let me know who you're tipping for round 5. My next video will be tomorrow with Just Rugby League, a view from the North podcast. If you love your Betfred Super League, if you love your rugby league in general, come and join us tomorrow, live, 8 o'clock at night, where we're on for about an hour and we talk all things rugby league. So this has been Rugby League History, and I'll catch us all later in the next one. Alright, tatty bye for now.